Okay, this is a quick overview of how the timer works. You have a stand which plugs into this. This comes apart and you can plug in the PVC pipe into the stand so that you can carry it around and put it wherever you want. It comes in 3 sections as far as raising it to a height that is comfortable for you. If you're dealing with children, then you can remove a part. But the main thing is the top section here, which slides down into the top PVC and clamps down to hold it in any position you want. This is the motion trigger. The motion trigger is, in this case, a lever. Sometimes it's a button. It doesn't really matter. It works the same. This is for purely motion timing. How fast can your hand move from point A to point B? This is also a foot trigger so that you can plug it in and separate it if you want to move the system around. But when you put your foot on here, this activates the timer for kicking or closing. So let me take you through it for a second. When I turn it on, it'll automatically go into the motion mode, or reaction mode, excuse me. Now you notice here, this is a USB power source that you can power your phone or different devices that only require 4.5, 5 volts. You can run this thing off your computer if you want, because it is a USB connection. But I've given you a USB connector for the AC so that you can plug it into a wall and make that convenient so it's more permanent. Anyway, it's now in the reaction mode. By reaction mode, I simply mean that when you turn the timer on, I'll turn it off, it will automatically go into the reaction mode, which means the light will come on and the light will start. This is the vibration trigger. When you hit the vibration trigger, it automatically stops it. So you put the vibration trigger on Velcro. I've got a Velcro setup so that you can put it on a pad or a dummy or a bag or wherever you want. Or you can put it on, if a kid or the adult has a guard, you know, a chest guard or something, or a head guard, you can actually Velcro it to that, and they can hit that as long as they don't hit it real hard. And that will tell you how fast you can actually hit someone when you're doing technique. There's a lot of different ways you can use it. But the reaction will give you a chance to read it, and then it'll set up itself, and then the light will come on automatically, and you're ready to go again. And you can just stand there and do this all day if you want, back and forth, reading it. But if you want to go to the motion, what you're going to do now is you're going to put your trigger wherever you want. When you push down on this lever, it'll automatically go to 0. That means that the timer is set up for motion only. As soon as you raise from that trigger, the timer starts, which means you then have to hit the vibrator trigger. The same goes for the foot trigger. You can plug it in and remove it, makes it easier to transport. But as soon as I press on the foot trigger, notice it goes back to 0. As soon as I raise my foot off, it will automatically start it. And again, you got to hit the vibration trigger. And that's about it. It's a very simple setup. It's a matter of being able to just play with it a little bit and get comfortable with it. I'm going to put together some drills that will show different things that you can do with it, both for kids and adults. And, you know, just ways to have fun. But be creative. Try and think of different ways that you can use it. But I find it particularly entertaining and fun for kids because they really love the competition. I put up a big board and I put their names up there, and then I set up different competitions. How fast can somebody kick? How fast can they move? How fast can they do a jumping spinning kick? How fast can they run down the floor, hit a bag, and come back and hit another bag? And the bags on the second, on the timers and hooked up to the second timer. There's just a lot of things you can do. But anyway, have fun.